So slight delay at the start, but looks as though we're ready to go now with the second heat in the girls under 1260. So great start there in lane 7 by Lucy Rogers from Dundalk St Jarlath's. So she has the lead at the moment. She's been chased down by her clubmate Amy Quinn, but then right on the inside in lane 3, Daisy Leonard from Monaghan Phoenix also having a good run. So that race won by Lucy in 9.12. So all the athletes tonight will make their way out past the finish, and then there is a track and field live medal for every athlete tonight, and then they'll be able to get their pictures taken in front of the whole new branding that we have here. So it's come on a long way even since last year. So back down at the start then, in the third heat we have in lane 3 Galia Bekjarovic from Dunshaughlin. In 4, Robin Brown, Dundalk St Jarlath's. 5, Hannah Egan, Rathoth. 6, Zara Akinsoan, obviously Maya's sister, from Clongriffin in 6. Zoe Murphy from Trim in 7, and Robin Garland from Dundalk St Jarlath's in 8. So lots of these girls racing in the mud in Goran last weekend, and now racing on the beautiful indoor climate controlled track tonight. They have to go onto your website, your YouTube. They go onto your YouTube channel to watch this, so just Eastern YouTube channel. Yeah. So if anybody is struggling to see any of this, you can let them know that it's on the Eastern YouTube channel. So not on the Athletics Ireland YouTube channel, but on the Eastern YouTube channel. So here we go on the third heat. A great start there by Robin Garland from the Dundalk St Jarlath's out in lane 8. And then inside her, Robin Brown from the Dundalk St Jarlath's going to be a 1-2 for them. But that lovely run there, 9.04 for Robin Garland. So in the final heat in the girls in 1260 metres in lane 2, Lily Rogers from Dundalk St Jarlath's. 3, Cy Fitzsimons from Rathoth. 4, Hannah Murhertig from Clonliffe. In 5, Chloe Brown, Dundalk St Jarlath's. 6, Alva Sherry, Monaghan Phoenix. 7, Niamh O'Farrell, Clongriffin. And 8, Kelly Fisher, Dundalk St Jarlath's. And a blistering start again by the two Dundalk St Jarlath's girls in lanes 1 and lane 8. It looks to be 7 and 8. Niamh Farrell, Clongriffin and Callie Fisher. So Callie Fisher got that probably from Lily Rogers, I would say, and then Niamh Farrell in third. So time 9:11. So all the results can be found on live.dublinathletics.com. So if you go onto Dublin Athletics website and look at the live link, you get the results from tonight. So live.dublinathletics.com, and then obviously we're being streamed live on the East Down YouTube channel. So we move to the boys under 12. In lane 3 we've Tom Doherty from St Joseph's, lane 4 Rory Drummond, Metro St Bridget's, lane 5 John Coogan, Clongriffin, 6 Elliot McCarthy, St Clarence O'Toole, 7 Joshua Home, Cabinteely, and then late Hassan Khalid from Clongriffin. So just a little bit of jitters there in the start, so the starter stands them back up.
I think it is.
So a great start there in lane 7 by Joshua Home from Cabinteely. And he's absolutely storming away from this. He's going to be in the 8 points, it looks like. 8.65, great run. And then outside him was Hassan Khalid from Clongriffin. So 8.65, really good time. It looks like in lane 4, we've Oran O'Sullivan from Metro St. Bridget. In 5, Oran Dolan, Clongriffin. In 6, we have Evan Cheshire from Dundalk St. Gerard's. And in lane 8, we have Fionn Toomey from Navanese. So a great start there by Evan Cheshire from Dundalk St. Gerard's, right down the centre, and he is moving away from the rest of the field. Inside him, Oran Dolan from Clongriffin. So that one 8.92. So our final heat in the boys under 12, we have in lane 4 Danny Davis, Clongriffin. In 5, Keanu Danieli from Lockview. In 7, then we've Jacques Dutoit from Clongriffin, and in lane 8, I think that's Calvin McCourt, I can see, from Dundalk St. Gerard's. And a great start there by Calvin McCourt from Dundalk St. Gerard's in lane 8. But he's been pushed all the way here by Keanu Danieli from Lockview. Oh, but first thing Calvin does is looks over at the clock. He sees that it's 8.67. So the fastest heat there was the first one in 8.65. So pretty even starts between them all. Probably Olivia Smith from Newbridge with the fastest start, but now look at that, they're all abreast and right in lane 4, coming really late, and what a she stopped really suddenly when she hit the line. But Creala Murray from Rathout, brilliant last 20 metres to take that one in 8:46. So the next heat in lane 2 we've Eva Kavanagh from Clongriffin. Lane 2 and 3 are empty, 3 and 4 are empty. So then Eva McCardle, Clongriffin is in 5, Amy Masterson, St Bridget's in 6, Sophie Mackle, Bray Runners in 7, and Danielle Nolan, Drogheda District is in 8. So great start on the outside by Danielle Nolan from Drogheda District, but now it looks like Bray runner Sophie Mackle is just going to edge them out. Oh, that was very, very close. You could see that Sophie won it. Very close then between Eva McCard, Amy Masters and Danielle Nolan. Time on that one, 8.91. Two, Eva Patton, Lockview in lane 3, Malaysia Rimdutse from Brothers Pierce in lane 4, Shifani Wirish from Dundrum South Dublin, 5, Kiva Hegarty, Skerries AC, 6, Nicole Doherty from Rathout, and then 7, Charlotte Allen from Lockview. Looked like best start there was for Nicole Doherty from Rathout, but it's right down the centre there with Shifani Wirish from Dundrum South Dublin, and just inside her in lane 2, great run by Eva Patton from Lockview. That was very, very close, 8.39. So again, all the results will be up on live.dublinathletics.com. Kukulis from Cabinteely. Oh, and a great start there by Keane Wasser from Clongriffin out in lane 7. And he is going to take this one, and then very, very close then between Conor Martin and Charlie Birmingham from Lucan Harriers. I think Conor Martin maybe getting the better of him. So time there 8.19. So time's getting faster. So it looks like full complement here in the second heat in the boys. Under 14, Harry Atkinson is in 2. In fact, we have an athlete in lane 1 which is not on my list, so I'll try and find out who that is. So it's Harry Atkinson, Manchester Bridget in 2, Theo DeBonis from Rathoth in 3, Elliot King, Lucan Harriers 4, Fikeo Luaju from Blackrock ASC is in 5. He had some great runs here last year. Cathal McCarthy from Navan AC is in 6, Ben Lyons from Clongriffin AC is in 7, and Killian Kelly from Cabinteely is in 8. Oh, that looked like a little bit of a flyer there. Maybe in lane 7 from Ben Lyons. So let's see who Joe Ryan at the start. Goes over to talk to Joe Walsh, sorry. So here he comes, interview. Oh, he's talking to them all. Yeah. Oh, these boys eager to get going. So Harry Atkinson, no doubt who that was in that one. So Harry gets the card. Right, let's see, can we get away? Third time of asking. We're away this time, and Elliot King from, that's not Elliot King either in lane 3, these are all wrong on my list. Oh, it looks as though Fikayo Oluwaju just got up there at the end. 7.72, that is a storming run. Theo DeBonis from Rathoth and Fikayo Oluwaju from Blackrock battled that one out. Very, very close. Very fast time. Now we move to the under 16 girls. We have 2 heats in this one. Looks like nobody in 1 and 2. So Michaela Turley from Selbridge is in 3. In 4 then we have Roisha Gavin from Limerick AC. In lane 5 Robin Carey from Lusk. In 6 Mia Dalton, Selbridge AC. 7 Mia Allen, Naas AC. And in lane 8 Magella Byrne from Moy Valley AC. So first heat girls under 16 about to get underway. And a pretty even start there. Lane 7, Mia Allen from Naas AC, but right down the centre there from Lusk AC, Robin Carey in 8.13. Not sure if they ran in the right lanes there, but I think that was Michaela Turley from Selbridge taking that one. Didn't look like the Lusk AC singlet. So she took that one in 8.13. I'll tell you why that is actually, because I don't have the sheets for those under 16 girls, and that was the senior women's that I was looking at, so apologies for that. So unfortunately I don't have start lists for the girls and boys under 16. I'll try and get them for you. So that was Emer McGrath from Selbridge that took that one. So the next heat, under 16 girls. We'll try and get this one for you if we can. It looks like Lauren Atkinson in lane 7 from Metro St Bridget, and in lane 5 then Alicia Doyle from Clongriffin. Maybe get up to get that in 8.25. Boys under 16, we have 3 heats. So I'll try and get these for you now. So in lane 3 we've Keane Fitzpatrick from Selbridge. And then in 6 we have Aurelie Sheedy from Denore Harrier, 7 Daniel Griffiths Jora from Selbridge, and in lane 8 Patrick Puchek from Clongriffin. So on his own there, Cian Fitzpatrick in lane 3, and then 6, 7 and 8. So best start there was with Patrick Puchek in lane 8, but then Cian Fitzpatrick on his own in there from Selbridge. He takes that one. 8.23 the time. In the second heat, in lane 3, we've Good Luck Kamga from Blackrock AC in Louth. In lane 4, Max Hollingsworth from Selbridge. In 5, Éanna Dunican from St Lawrence O'Toole. In lane 6, Jason Murray from Rathoath. And out in lane 8 from Selbridge, we've Dara O'Dowd. Okay, ready to go in the second heat in the boys under 16, 60 metres. So we're away, and that is a great start there in lane 6 by Jason Murray from Rathoath. In fact, it was Éanna Dunican from St Lawrence O'Toole, 7.50. That's a pretty good time for an under 16. He walks off there pretty confident. Nice little season opener there, 750. So the next heat, lane 3, Sean O'Sullivan, Selbridge. Lane 4, Dylan Rowland, Blackrock AC in Louth. Lane 5, Liam Escuder Duggan from Selbridge. Lane 6, Tom O'Brien, Brothers Pearson. And lane 7, Michael Chung from Selbridge. So a flyer of a start there from lane 7's Michael Chung, but look at this now from Brothers Pierce. Tom O'Brien takes that in the same time as the first heat, 7.50. So both heats won in the same time. So heat 2 and 3 both in 7.50. So next up we will have the first series of the women's 60 metres. They'll have their second run out at 8:45. And a great start there from Mia Dalton from Salisbury out in 7, but then inside her now in lane 4, it's Roisha Gavin from Limerick AC, and Roisha takes that one at 8.09. So our second heat in the senior women's 60 metres in lane 1, Ella Curtin from Brothers Pearce. In lane 2, Dara Carr from Lambay Sports Academy. Then in lane 5, Grania O'Sullivan, Brea Runners. Lane 6, Emily Lawler from St Lawrence O'Toole. 7, Kiva Fitzsimons, Rathoth. And in lane 8, Uche Disu from Tala. So athletes called to the blocks. So good start there from Emily Lawler in lane 6 from St Lawrence O'Toole, but she's now been eaten up there from Brea Runners. Grania O'Sullivan got that one in a fast finish. Uche Disu from Tala, 8.04. So first heat 8.09, that heat 8.04. So we move to our first heat of 3 in the men's 60 metres. In lane 3, Emmanuel Akinrolli from Metro St Bridget's. In lane 4, Rob Ryan, Metro St Bridget's. Lane 5, Wayne Brown, Shercock. Lane 6, Shane Mulligan, Shercock. And in lane 7, Ruben McCarthy from St Lawrence O'Toole. So athletes getting called behind the blocks. So athletes in their blocks. Best start there to Ruben McCarthy from St Lawrence O'Toole, but inside him now Shane Mulligan from Shercock, and then in lane 3 Emmanuel Akinroley. So time there 7:37 for Shane Mulligan. So second heat in the senior men's 60 metres. And in lane 3 we've Owen Coldrick from Bohemeen. In lane 4 Keely Hogan Lekela. Lane 5 Declan McDonough from Metro St Bridget. In lane 7 Kevin Byrne to Drumset Dublin. And in lane 8 Frank Cruz from Drogheda District. I normally see Keely Hogan over 400 metres, so stepping down the distance to 60 here. So he goes in lane 4. And he got the best start out of that, so it's Keely Hogan. So off to an absolute flare, and he just kept it going there. So Keely Hogan in 7:59 from Bohemeen's Owen Coldrick. Final heat next in the first series, the men's 60 metres, and then we will be getting underway with our girls and boys under 12 4x200 metres. They're always good fun. shortly about to get underway with the women's high jump. Men's and women's pole vault is underway, but bar only at 1.80 m there, so a long way to go in that one. So in this final heat, in lane 3 we have Dara Murphy from Limerick AC, in lane 4 Gabriel Gahinda from Ennistrack, in lane 5 Michael Farrelly from Raheny Shamrock, in lane 6 Rex Nyamakazi from Limerick he's in 6, then Samuel McMahon from Metro St. Bridget is in 7, and David Forkin from Swinford is in lane 8. So Gabriel Gahinda and Michael Farrelly nice and early here. Gahinda's PB is 6.80 and Farrelly 6.94, so let's hope they can go under 7 seconds very early in the season to be running that fast, but let's see what early shape they're in. So good quality 60 meters here. Oh, and a flare of a start by Gabriel Gahinda, and he has this. There's no looking back there. Gabriel Gahinda from Michael Farrelly, and then Dara Murphy from Limerick AC, 6.90. Very nice season opener that. So we'll see them all back later on for their second series. And now the fun starts with our relays. So we have 2 heats in the girls under 12 4x200. So our girls under 12 in the first heat getting themselves organised. So 4x200 metres in lane 2 we have Rathoath, 3 Metro St. Bridget, 4 Navan, AC, 5 Clongriffin AC, and then lane 6 Navan AC. So 2 Navan AC teams in this one. I always enjoy that when the test gun goes off when they move position, and then the athletes think it's the gun and the move. No matter if you're under 10 or senior, it's the same feeling. So all getting moved into positions here. And we move to the 800 metre stagger line. As I thought, Joe's going to move them up to the proper 4x200 metre line, just to make sure nobody gets an unfair advantage. So you can see the difference in the staggers there between the 800 and the 4x200. So you can see first changeover will be done in lanes, and then the second athlete will break down the back straight. So let's hope on the second leg gets the baton that they know to break in when they get in the back straight. A lot of them tend to run in the same lane, unfortunately. You can hear everyone screaming at them to get in, so hopefully everyone will get it right in this one. So 2 heats in the under 12 girls relay, 1 heat in the under 14 boys relay, 1 on the under 12 boys relay, sorry, 1 heat in the girls under 14 and 1 heat in the boys under 14. So I don't know what happened there, but there didn't seem to be on your marks or a set, there was just a gun. So a bit of confusion with the starters. So take 2. Oh. No. So just a little bit of technical difficulties with the starter there. So the athletes didn't hear him. On your marks are set. So a bit of improvisation using John Connor's stadium mic. Bit of background noise coming off that. So we're away. In our first under 12 girls 4x200 metres, and it's probably Clongriffin out in lane 5 lead, and then on the inside Rathoath have closed down that stagger. So it's hard to know because the athletes don't break in the second leg until the back straight. So it's probably Rathoath at this stage from Clongriffin, and then Navan in lane 4 also going very well. So it's going to be those three pretty close. A nice changeover from Rathoath there. So now they have a lead. They've eaten up those staggers, and she'll be the closest to the inside. So she breaks now. And then all the athletes, come on girls, move in. That's it. And then the Navan AC A team now moves into second. It's still Rathoath 7 or 8 metres over Navan AC from Clongriffin, from Navan, and then from Metro St Bridget. So second changeover, third runner, a bit of a slow changeover by the Navan AC A team there. So we just need to get that with Clongriffin girls. Somebody hopefully will tell her to move back into the inside lane, as is our athlete in lane 2 there. But it's no doubt Rathoath. They produce some wonderful relay teams. And then Metro St Bridget have moved themselves into second place, but a big lead in here coming to the final changeover for Rathoath. Very good leg by Metro St Bridget from Navan. So final leg away. So it's Rathoath from Metro St Bridget, from Navan from Clongriffin. And they're all running in lane 1, which is a positive. So they're closing that gap on the lead, but it's just probably too big with less than 100 metres to go. But this has been a really good run by Metro St Bridget and Navan AC, but Rathoath look as though they've just got enough to take this one. But it's going to be some battle for second, and then Navan AC get back up to second. Great run by the Metro St Bridget and Navan AC athletes, but Rathoath take that one in 2:06.76. So 2:06.76 the time to beat. 2:06.75 is rounded down to. 2:07.63 and 2:07.89. Navan AC just getting the better of Metro St Bridget. The sound from the starter and that test seems a little bit better there. So in this heat, in lane 2 Metro St Bridget, in lane 3 Clongriffin AC's A team, in lane 4 Monaghan Phoenix, in lane 5 Clongriffin AC, and out in lane 6 we have Lucan Harriers. So we're away in our second heat in the girls under 12. So good start by Clongriffen's A team, and then the inside Metro St. Bridget as well. Also going very well. Let's come around that top end. So Clongriffen from probably Metro St. Bridget, and then also going well in lane 3. In fact, they're all going pretty well now. It's beginning to bunch up and get pretty tight. So it's going to be Clongriffen from Metro St. Bridget, and then the other 3 pass the baton nearly all together. So it looks like Metro St. Bridget will break in the lead from Monaghan Phoenix, from Clongriffen. So this one a lot closer now. They're nearly in a train there coming round. They'll come up to the halfway mark here. So it's going to be Metro St. Bridget. Clongriffen. 2 teams, then Monaghan Phoenix, and then we just need to get Lucan Harriers Girl to move in. No point running 220 when you can run 200. Yeah, well done. So Metro St. Bridget from Clongriffen, Monaghan Phoenix and Lucan Harriers. So up to the final changeover, so she'll need a 32-second lap or so to be able to break the 2:06.75. But they've opened up a big lead. Clongriffen now running in lane 2. Always happens. Monaghan Phoenix have moved into 3rd, Clongriffen 4 and Lucan Harriers 5. So come round. Looks as though it'll be over the 2:06.75, but not by much. So Metro St. Bridget, good final leg there from Monaghan Phoenix, from Clongriffen, and then Lucan Harriers. That one in 2:08.25. So the boys start to make their way out to get organised. Way with the boys under 12. And again, pretty even staggers down that back straight. On the inside, Clongriffin are going well. They've just closed down stagger on the Navan AC's team. And they come into the home straight. I would say it's Clongriffin on the inside, and then maybe Navan AC in lane 4. So we have 3 Clongriffin teams in this. So it's Clongriffin from Metro St. Bridget from Clongriffin. So it's Clongriffin and then Metro St. Bridget, the 2 Clongriffin teams, and then Navan AC. So come up to the halfway mark, just over a minute, 1:02 at 400. So they have about a 20-metre lead over Metro St. Bridget. They have about a 10-metre lead. And then Navan AC have moved into 4th, a difficult changeover for one of the Clongriffin teams, then in 5th. So really well spread out here. They'll come up to the final changeover. It'll be just over 130. Probably 132, 133 actually. So he goes through, yeah, in 133 point. So Clongriffin from Metro St. Bridget, from Clongriffin, from Navan, and then Clongriffin just about to do their final changeover. So pretty raw style here from the Clongriffin athlete to take this one, but it's effective. Clongriffin are going to take that one in 2:03.13 from Metro St. Bridget. Famous MSB colours, and then Metro St. Bridget from Navan closing in. Again, he's running lane 3, making it hard for himself, and then a very good last leg by the 3rd Clongriffin athlete. Relay. We have Lockview, Clongriffin and Navan AC. So in lane 4 we have Lockview, lane 5 Clongriffin, and in lane 6 Navan AC. So it looks like the pole vault is at 2 meters 80.
Charlie Sands is going to be up next from Ardee and District. So first attempt it looks like for Charlie Sands. Kevin Byrne now from Dundrum, South Dublin, for his pole vault. 280, that's a failure for him. So back to this girls under 14 4x200 meter relay. A bit easier to distinguish the colours in this one. So away, so we've Lockview in 4, Clongriffin 5 and Navan in 6. And it's probably Navan with a bit of a lead over Lockview from Clongriffin. It'll be very close actually between Navan and Lockview. The two of them would Navan just get that baton away before Lockview. So they will have the lead, they'll cut in first. So Navan from Lockview and then Clongriffin. Clongriffin putting themselves right back into this, but it looks of things getting a little bit closer. They're probably 4 or 5 metres now with Navan AC from Lockview. Lockview athlete just moves out to try and get a clean changeover. Navan had a very nice changeover there. Still that's 6-7 metres. It just looks to be getting shorter and shorter now. It's a big move by the Lockview athlete. So she's closed it down to 2-3 metres. So she made a big spurt down that back straight, held it round the bend. Now she'll come wide to try and take on the Navan AC athlete. It's Navan with just a slight lead as they get the final changeover. Lockview from Navan and then Clongriffin. So the lead 4 or 5 metres. Nice smooth style by the Navan AC athlete. She's extended that lead now into the home straight. So Navan are going to take this, or Lockview are going to take this from Navan in 1:52.52. And then Navan second and Clongriffin then in 2:02. So again, all the results will be up on live.Dublin Athletics. Four teams in the boys under 14 4x200 metres. So the boys get ready for their 4x200 metres, and just in the pole vault, I think that's Aoife McBride now. Oh, beginning to line up behind. So a nice picture of the Navan AC athlete getting his blocks ready there in lane 2. Gets himself in, see does he feel comfortable. Let's see what his start is like. Well, he pushed out, only went a couple of meters. Let's see how he gets on. So it's going to be Navan AC in 2, Lucan Harriers in 3, Metro St Bridget's in 4, and out in lane 5 Clongriffin. There's our Lucan Harriers athlete lining himself up, getting those blocks ready for the bend. So underway now in our under 14 boys, 4 teams. Probably Clongriffin from Metro St Bridget. So these two, pretty big lead for the 2 teams after that first leg. So it'll be Clongriffin from Metro St Bridget, and then Lucan Harriers, and then on the inside Navan AC. Clongriffin, Metro St Bridget probably 8-9 metres, and then Lucan Harriers about 25 metres back to Lucan Harriers, and then Navan AC about 15 metres behind. So they're through in about 54 seconds through the first 400 metres. So big, long, rangy stride from the Clongriffin AC athlete. He's now got about 15 metres lead over Metro St Bridget. So they'll come up to the final changeover now. So he has to come wide to get his changeover, which is quite unusual there after having the lead. So it's Clongriffin from Metro St Bridget, from Lucan Harriers, from Navan AC. So the lead now about 10 metres with 100 to go. Hasn't really closed there, so it was a big first 100 metres. Can Metro St Bridget's kick again? No, it looks as though Clongriffin are going to take this by 3 or 4 metres in 1:53.75. Metro St Bridget second, and Lucan Harriers, and then Navan AC. So no rest, straight into the under 16 girls, 4x200 metres. Absolutely bombing through these races. It's the beauty of this track and field live, it's just race after race after race. The lanes being used here in the under 16 relay. On the inside we have the boys have a team which is Selbridge. So we have a boys team on the inside and then 5 girls teams, which are Navan AC and 2 Crusaders, 3 Lockview, 4 Fingallians, 5 and Clongriffin and 6. So a lot of pressure on the boys here to take this race. Fingallians going very well out in lane 5. So it's Clongriffin on the inside in the boys team, and then Fingallians having a super leg, and then in lane 2 Navan also having a good run there as well. But it's going to be Fingallians in the girls race. They hand over around the same time as the Selbridge team. And now Selbridge on the inside, so they're going to most likely run away with this. But then it's Fingallians from Lockview, from Clongriffin, from Crusaders, and then Navan AC. So we'll keep an eye on the boys, but we'll focus on the girls' race. So Selbridge get it. They're about 53 seconds at the 400 metre mark, and then Clongriffin have taken it on from Fingallians. She cuts in nicely, make sure she gets the inside, make Fingallians go outside. Then we've Lockview, Crusaders and Navan AC. So then the back straight, it's Selbridge as we can see way out in front. But this is a nice battle here. Clongriffin took the lead on the second change over third athlete, but Fingallians have tucked in nicely there, and then they've only about 10 metres then to Lockview and Crusaders, and then Fingallians come wide, get the change over. They're nearly side by side as they get that change over. And now Clongriffin have opened it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, nearly every stride she's moving away, and then our Lockview athlete needs to come back in. She's running very wide in third, giving herself 2 extra lanes to run. She's out in lane 3 and she's making good progress, but this is a really good run by the last leg athlete for Clongriffin. So Selbridge take the boys, Clongriffin take the girls, and then I think Fingallians just held on from Lockview. If she'd have ran on the inside lane, that could have been a different story. From Crusaders and then from Navan AC. Straight back into the action we go with the under 12 girls 600 metres. So they're all lined up here in the girls under 12 2 heats we have here. Massive fields, 12 in the first one and 12 in the second one. Great to see. So on the inside we have Robin Garland from the Ducks and Jards and Sarah King from Lucan Harriers. And then we have Amy Quinn from the Ducks and Jards and Zoe Murphy in lane 2. In lane 3, Daisy Howard from Monaghan Phoenix and Callie Fisher from the Dogs and Jards. And then in lane 4, Sheena Coyle from Monaghan Phoenix and Leah Lawler from Metro St. Bridget's. Yeah, and then in lane 5 5, Orla O'Grady from Clongriffin and Lauren O'Reilly from Metro St Bridget's, and in lane 6 Lucy Kavanagh from Clongriffin and Lucy Rogers from Dundalk St Gerrard's. This will be some fun trying to get all these athletes in the correct names. The numbers are quite small, but hopefully we'll be able to get them. Alright, so 3 laps of the track for these girls. They'll all be looking to run in the 150s. Very nice start there by Callie Fisher in lane 3. And then right in the inside, Robin Garland from the Dundalk St Gerrard's. And it's Robin Garland that's leading them out. And then probably Orla O'Grady, I think maybe, is now taking it on from Clongriffin. So we get an indication of the pace here now when they come around through the first 200 metres. The field well strung out. 12 athletes, big field for 6 lanes. So they come up to, so it's Robin Garland is taking it on again, and it's Lucy Rogers tucked in behind her. And then maybe Amy Quinn. So it's the Dundalk St Gerrard's 1, 2, 3. Clongriffin 4, and then I think that's Monaghan Phoenix in 5. So they're through halfway in about 58 seconds. So we're on the mid 155s. Maybe we'll break 2 minutes. You tend to have a slower second half to the first half. So it's Robin Garland leading them out from Amy Quinn in second place. Lucy Rogers has just now been overtaken from Orla O'Grady from Clongriffin, and then Monaghan Phoenix, Daisy Leonard. So 100 metres to go, 134, so it's going to be in the 150s, all right. Oh, and Robin Garland just tripped there. She got straight back up, in fairness to her, well done. She's going to give this everything up the home straight. This will be something else if she can come back at them. Just needs to come wide. But is it going to be the Clongriffin athlete that takes this? It's going to be something. Oh, look at that. That is some determination there by Robin Garland. Fair play to her. That seriously hurt. You can see she's actually hurt down there, but she got herself straight back up. When you hit the ground like that, your spike just got caught coming around that bend. She went down. She didn't think twice. She bounced straight back up. Loads of athletes would just give up at that stage, and she got up. She was in pain. You can see she's actually hurt down there. She's crying. But she got up and still managed to win it. My wee friend Lucy Rogers seeing that she's okay there. So that is the win of the evening so far. Well done, Robin Garland. So she took that in 154.83 with a fall. So next up we have another full 12 of them here. So in lanes 1 it'll be Robin Brown and Tegan O'Neill. In lane 2 it'll be Lily Rogers from the Dundalk St Gerrard's and Galucha Bektrovic from Dunshaughlin. In the lane 3 it'll be Hannah Nimura Hertig from Clonliffe Harriers and Lara Woods from Blackrock AC in Dublin. In lane 4 Aisling Hertig from Skerries AC and Avian Gardner from Metro St Bridget's. In lane 5 we will have Fia Boardman from Skerries and Charlotte Trimble from Dundalk St Gerrard's, and in lane 6 we'll have Charlotte Grimes from Metro St Bridget and Chloe Brown from Dundalk St Gerrard's. So Lily Rogers on the inside in lane 2, her sister Lucy third in that race I think. So I see these Dundalk St. Gerard's girls training many evenings. We train up around one of the industrial estates on Tuesday nights in Dundalk with my group from Dunleer, and a huge group of these Dundalk St. Gerard's athletes being coached by a number of the parents and coaches in Dundalk St. Gerard's, all in their high-vis vests. Fantastic to see. And we see about 8 of them in this first and second heat here, the 600 metres. So Robin Garland's 1:54.83 in the first heat, the time to beat. It was Lucy Kavanagh from Glangriffin that was second in the last race, and then Lucy Rogers. So it was only 0.4 of a second separating the three of them. So we're about to get underway now with the second heat. So we're away, second heat. And the girls under 12, and Robin Brown on the inside from the Dundalk St. Gerard's, and Chloe Brown. So Sisterly Love 1-2 here. It'll be Chloe leading them out from Robin in second, and could be Charlotte Trimble then in third. So it's Dundalk St. Gerard's 1, 2, 3 at the moment. We're through in a pretty brisk 33 seconds. And it's Robin Brown from Chloe Brown. And then it is Lily Rogers. And then we have Charlotte Trimble. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So Lily Rogers just getting tripped up a little bit on herself. She seems to have hit the curb slightly there, but now she is closing in just on second place. So she moves into second place. So we'll come up now to get the bell. Very, very impressive here by Robin Brown. She looks very, very comfortable here. So she went through there. The clock had stopped, unfortunately. So still all to play for here, but it looks as though Robin Brown's going to be very comfortable winner in this second one. But a big race in prospect here now for second place. So Lily Rogers now being taken on by, I think it's Charlotte Trimble. And now Robin Brown beginning to tire up the home straight as her two clubmates start to close down on her. But Robin Brown from the Dundalk St. Gerard's is going to take this one. And she takes it just over the 150, 150, 60. And then in second place was Lily Rogers from the Dundalk St. Gerard's, and then her clubmate Charlotte Trimble was in third. So 150.60, nice fast time there. And then a nice round of applause there as Gyula Bachurovic comes through to finish her 600 metres from Dunshaughlin SE. So we're supposed to have two heats in the boys under 12. They may have put them into one, so that's going to make it a nightmare for me. But we will do our best. So Calvin McCourt is on the inside anyway from the Dundalk St. Gerard's. Evan Cheshire is outside him in lane 2. And then Elliot McCarthy from St. Lawrence O'Toole. Then lane 3, Keno Danieli. And he is with Joshua Hunt from Blackrock AC in Dublin.
Jamie Sherlock from Monaghan Phoenix is in lane 4. And he is with Ryan McMahon, I think it is, from Monaghan Phoenix also. No, that's Jamie Sherlock from Monaghan Phoenix. Then we've Ollie Dunn on his own in lane 5 from Clongriffin. And then looks like Max Lyons then out in lane 6. So it is only going to be one heat. Just can't see the number of the athlete in lane 6, so it could be Finn Hindmarch either or Max Lyons, but we'll try and get that to you once we see his number. So here we go, Evan Cheshire off to a good start there in lane 2. And Ryan McMahon from Monaghan Phoenix is our leader. So Ryan McMahon from Evan Cheshire, from Joshua Hunt from Blackrock. But it looks as though Ryan McMahon's going to take this on. Joshua Hunt from Blackrock AC tucked in behind him, then Evan Cheshire. And then it's Ollie Dunn from Clongriffin. So the first 4 through. But it's going to be Ryan McMahon from Monaghan Phoenix going to try and control this. Joshua Hunt has decided he's just going to tuck in nicely behind him. And they come up to 300 metres. Clock just not showing any times there.
Evan Cheshire still in third place, about 5 or 6 metres behind them. And then we have Ollie Dunn from Clongriffin in 4. So they'll come up to the bell this time. And now Joshua Hunt has made his move. Ryan McMahon, can he respond? Joshua Hunt has opened up a little bit of a gap. He looks over his left shoulder. He sees 5, 6 metres, just glances again. He keeps glancing. There's 3 times down that back straight. He's 100 metres to go, and he's got 5 or 6 metres lead over Ryan McMahon. So Joshua Hunt keeps looking over that left shoulder. So he's going to comfortably win this one. So Joshua Hunt takes that from Blackrock, from Ryan McMahon from Monaghan Phoenix. And then Ollie Dunn from Clongriffin, Evan Cheshire. And then we have Keener Danieli from Lockview. So no times showing up for me there yet on that one. Right, so we move now to the under 14 girls and up to 800 metres. Again, we were down to have 2 heats, but it looks as though they're moving them to 1 heat. So that's Adriana Hizraka from Navan in lane 1. And then Milana Sharheu from Navan is in 2 with Chloe Cheshire from Dundalk St Gerard's. And then in lane 3 we have Kiva Hegarty from Skerries AC. And then we have Lilia Valeri Reiksha from Clongriffin and Ella O'Dwyer from Clongriffin beside each other in lane 4. In lane 5 from Brer Runners, at least that's a singlet that's easy to spot with them all, is Sophie Mackle. And then Drogheda District's Emily Rose McDermott is in lane 6. Could be Avine Marie, Adriana. No, could be. Wait, we see. Could be Avine Marie, either from Drogheda District in lane 6. Just can't see the numbers. Just too far ahead of us here, upstairs. But we'll get it for you when we can. Okay, we're ready to get going with this race. So away we go. So it looks like Adriana Hezraka from Navan has gone off fast, and now she's slowed it right down. And all bulking together then after. That's Ella O'Dwyer then from Clongriffin in second. And the field nicely bunched. So just on the outside then Ella O'Dwyer from Clongriffin AC. From Liliana Valeri Racheka. So Adriana Hezraka from Ella O'Dwyer, from Liliana Valeri Rika. So two Clongriffin athletes. And then we have Bray runners. Sophie Mackle then. These four just beginning to pull away from the rest of the field now. So we'll come up to the halfway mark now. They'll come in around 70, 71 seconds. So it's still Adriana Hezraka from Ella O'Dwyer, from Lilia Valeri Rika. And Sophie Mackle from Bray Runners. So these first two just beginning to pull away ever so slightly now. They've opened up 7 or 8 metre lead. So Adriana Rika leads them out, but it looks as though Ella O'Dwyer is just sitting, waiting and biding her time here. So she's moved up around the outside here. So at 2:02, 2:03 she goes through, gets the bell. So Ella O'Dwyer from Adriana Raicha from Navan AC. And then Liliana Valeri Rika in third. She looks to be going the best now. She's really made this move down that back straight. So she's coming into second place here now. She's going to try and close in on her club mate Ella O'Dwyer. Ella O'Dwyer's kicked on nicely here, but can Lilia Valeri Rika close that gap on her? No, look at this for a sprint from Ella O'Dwyer. So Ella O'Dwyer from Clongriffin takes that one in 2:41.6 from Liliana Valeri Rika in second. And then in third from Navan AC was Adriana Rika. And then Bray Runners was fourth. And that was with Sophie Mackle. And Chloe Cheshire just comes across the line there for Dundalk St Jarlath's. Emily Rose McDermott it was from Drogheda District then comes across the line. Okay, so we move to the boys under 14. Another big field. So 9 athletes go on this. Sebastian Ursashi from Clongriffin on the inside, then Lachlan Welch and Owen McGurk from Dunleer and Lusk. And then we have Louis Conley and from Rathoath and Ollie Hanna from Lockview. And then 4, and then from Derg AC we have Connor Martin and Ellie. And then we have Monaghan Phoenix's Ben McMahon, and the outside
And looks like we have another Clongriffin athlete that I just don't have on my list here either. Sod's Law, he'll probably win it.
Still obviously use, like, what I'll do is I'll be able to switch around here pretty quickly, but as long as they're
so just waiting for the starters and John Connors to relay the lanes and the numbers up to the photo finish so that they get it right. John Connors down in the infield has one up on me. He has the live data, the live starters. So big weekend of action ahead in Navan, our national uneven age championships and novice championships. So brilliant wet and muddy day down in Goran a couple of weeks ago, and then on Sunday we get underway with our second nationals with our 11s to 19s, and then the novice men's and women's. And the week after that, all eyes on Brussels for the European Cross Country Championships, where we have teams in men's and women in our under 20s, our under 23s and our seniors. So 36 athletes travel across. 5 medals we got in Turin last year, 4 we had the year before in Dublin. So we've had a good last couple of years at European Cross Country, so let's hope that follows through this year. So slight delay, we get started here. It sounds like we're ready to go. We're about 20 minutes behind schedule here, and yet it's been non-stop action. So Lusk AC's Owen McGurk in lane 3 there is going to be the first to break. And this is a nice gallop by these boys. Derg AC's Conor Martin then in second place. Ratho's Louis Connolly then in behind him. And then Lockview's Ollie Hanna now putting himself into second place. But this is a very brisk first 200 by Owen McGurk. Lockview's Ollie Hanna slowly but surely makes his way through the field now, and he'll have all eyes on Owen McGurk. They come up to 300 metres in about 48 seconds. But Owen McGurk looks pretty comfortable here as he'll come up to the halfway mark now. So for an under 14, he's going pretty nicely here. He's going to be about 65 seconds with 400 to go. 65 seconds for him from Ollie Hanna. And then Derg AC's Conor Martin. And then Ratho's Louis Connolly from Clongriffin, Sebastian Ursashi.
300 metres to go. And that lead is probably open to at least 20 metres now. So Owen McGurk, he took it, he was in the lead at the first bend. He's pushed it on. It's been a real solo effort here. He'll get the bell this time. He'll get the bell at 141, 142. Ollie Hanna in second place still. Conor Martin from Derg AC in 3. From Ratho's Louis Conley in 4. So just over 100 metres to go for Owen McGurk. So a very impressive piece of front running here. He comes into the home straight for the last time. So Owen McGurk from Lusk AC. And then fast finishing Ollie Hanna then from Lockview. 2:18.58. See Ollie Hanna click his watch as he comes across. And then Conor Martin from Derg AC. Then Lachlan Welsh from Dundee AC just comes through to finish that under 14 boys 800. So next up we'll have the under 16 girls 800. Sarah Nagel, Brothers Pearce on the inside. So I actually have very few names in this one. I know Elena King is in lane 3 or lane 4 from Lucan Harriers. Navan AC's Leah Whelan Tully is out in lane 5. And then it looks like Julia O'Connell from Cabinteely is out in 6. So on the way, this under 16 girls 800. In fact, that is Anya Carroll from Drogheda District. It's not Lucan Harriers, but it's the Lockview athlete, which I don't have her on my start sheet here. So I think it's told it's Erin Hand from Lockview. Let's hope that's right. And Julia O'Connell is in second place from Cabinteely. I don't have third, and then it's Leo Whelan Tully from Navan season 4. From Sarah Nager Brothers Pearson 5. I think that's Molly McCaig maybe in third place from Monaghan Phoenix. So these three are beginning to pull clear. So it's Erin Han from Lockview. Leads them out now. She goes through 473.74 seconds. Julia O'Connell is in second. Molly McCaig is third. And then Sarah Nager Brothers Pierce, followed by Aliyah Whelan Tully. And then in behind her is Anya Carroll from Drogheda District. But the race at the front, it's still Erin Han. He's now just beginning to pull clear of Molly McCaig and Julia O'Connell. These two will hit the bell side by side, but the head just beginning to wobble a little bit. But Erin Han at 153, 154 takes the bell in the lead from Molly McCaig, Monaghan Phoenix, from Julia O'Connell, Cabinteely. So Molly McCaig now tries to set her sights on Erin Han. She has closed it ever so slightly, but it's still at least 10 metres, but she is definitely going the better of the two of them. Erin Han looks as though she has. She's just maintained that now coming into the home straight. So Erin Han from Lockview looks over her left shoulder. She'll see she has enough of a lead. It's a good fast finish by Molly McCaig. Erin Han takes that one in 2:31.79 from Molly McCaig. Monaghan Phoenix in second. And then we've Julia O'Connell from Cabinteely in third. And then she's come through very nicely there. Anya Carroll from Drogheda District has moved into fourth. From Navan AC's Leo Whelan Tully. And then Sarah Nagel from Brothers Pierce. So it looks as though we're just going to have one heat in the under 16 boys 800 metres. So we're down for two heats, so it'll probably take them a little bit of time just to get these names and lanes up to the photo finish. So the athletes I know we do have from Lusk AC, Sean Ferguson, Shane Matthews from Newbridge, Dara Scallon from Lucan Harriers, Conor McGurk from Lusk, we have Jack Gilmartin from Celbridge, and then two athletes on the outside from Rathoath. So just can't see their names yet, but hopefully we'll get that. So I think it's Emmett Doyle from Rathoath anyway, and then the other athlete's name isn't down on the list, but we'll get that. We have Sean O'Sullivan on the list, but I don't think that's him. So away we go, our under 16 boys 800 metres. And these boys have gone off at a lovely gallop here. So It's going to be a pretty fast first 200 metres, that's for sure. So it's Conor McGurk from Lusk. Takes them out. He went through in about 28-29 there. Selridge's Jack Gilmartin's in second place. So pace has settled down slightly now, but they're still going to be sub 60 seconds here for the first 400 metres. So they went through just under about 59 points there. So it's Emmett Doyle in third from Ratoath, but it doesn't look as though he's going to make any impact on the two leaders here. So we've Conor McGurk from Lusk, and then just sitting on his shoulder from Selbridge is Jack Gilmartin. So Jack Gilmartin, will he be able to pounce? Conor McGurk has controlled it. He went out hard, then settled down the pace after 200 metres. And we can see that has slowed slightly. So that 134 at the bell, 2 or 3 metres for Conor McGurk over Jack Gilmartin. Jack Gilmartin looks as though he's trying to respond down that back straight there. You could see he put in a little bit of effort to try and get up onto his shoulder, and Jack Gilmartin has come up onto the shoulder of Conor McGurk now. Conor McGurk has responded. So this is good, a little bit of argy-bargy as they go around that top bend, but Conor McGurk held the inside. Absolutely lovely there. Jack Gilmartin will have to come wide to try and take him. So Jack Gilmartin comes wide. Will he be able to do it, or will Conor McGurk hold on here? Conor McGurk held that inside. Crucially made Jack Gilmartin go wide. Jack Gilmartin couldn't respond to that. And it's a Ratoath 3 and 4, so 2:06.13. So we move back now to the senior women's, the senior program, but the senior women's 800 metres. So on the inside there, looks like a late entry. No, I can see it's Niamh Murray. She is entered. So our 400 metre specialist, our European under 20 400 metre finalist. Niamh made it onto the national 4x4 relay team in Budapest, and that women's 4x4 made the final. So it's been a great season for the only under 19 still. A great future ahead of her. So Niamh Murray on the inside in lane 1. Lusk AC's Robin Carey is in lane 2. Fiona Murphy from Drogheda District. And then Andrea McCabe from Drogheda District in 4. And then it looks like LSA's Michelle Brannigan is in 5. And Galway City Harriers Caitlin Podmore is in lane 6. But Niamh Murray is going to take this on. It'll be interesting to see if she time trial this or what will happen. So Michelle Brannigan, only under 18, goes in to second place. Niamh Murray is going to take this through in a pretty brisk first 200 metres. She loves to go out hard in 400 and then just hang on. She's so strong. So she's through in 31 point. Michelle Brannigan from Caitlin Podmore. So we're getting an indication that 300 metres how Niamh Murray is going here. So she's through in around 48 seconds. So the lead now really beginning to extend. You can see Niamh is not holding back. She really is pumping it on here. She's going to come up to 400 metres. She is a low 54 400 metre athlete. She's going to go through 400 metres here in 65 seconds. So you would see Niamh do cross country. Real good endurance athlete. So strong over 400. Caitlin Podmore from Galway City Harriers has now moved into second place. So still going very strong, 500 metres, 122. And she's really tried to push on again here. She's really pumping and pumping and pumping. There is no holding back here. She just lost balance slightly there. Looks as though she maybe clipped just the inside rail there. So she comes up now, 139 through 600. Let's see what she can come home in. So 139, that's on 212 pace. Whether she can hold that down this last 200 metres. Well, she really is pushing and pushing. One of the bravest athletes. An athlete who has such a long and heavy-based warm-up. Loves to push herself. Look at this. This is really great bit of lovely 219s, 211.95. She kept that really consistent, probably very close to even splits of 33s the whole way. Probably the first lap was probably 32, then 34, and then 33s and 33s. Super run by Niamh Murray. And Bray runners in second place then Caitlin Podmore from Galway City Harriers. Glasgow sees Robin Carey in third, and then LSA's Michelle Brannigan in 4. And then Fiona Murphy from Drogheda District, from Andrea McCabe, her clubmate from Drogheda District. We have 2 races in the men's 800 metres. So on the outside I see Owen Rogers from Bohemine. The inside we've Gary Mulligan from Northeast Runners. We've Frank Cruz from Drogheda District then in lane 2. And then we have Mark Woodger from Metro St Bridges in 3. So some really good boys of his. Had some great seasons, Louis and Fionn Woodger. John Healy from Lucan Harriers then in lane 4. And Harvey Lowe from Skerries in 5, and then Owen Rogers out in 6. So I don't think that's Owen Rogers actually from Bohemine. I think it actually could be Thomas Paul Smith Carberry from Bohemine on the outside. So 6 of them go in this first heat in the men's 800 metres. So here we go. So right in the inside, Gary Mulligan from Northeast Runners, and then Skerry's AC's Harvey Lowe. So Harvey Lowe has gone off pretty well here. It looks like Thomas Paul Smith Carberry from Bohemien in second, and Gary Mulligan, Northeast Runners. Then Lucan Harriers, John Healy, Mark Woodger, and then Frank Cruz. But it's going to be a pretty brisk first 200 metres for an A, 28-29 seconds. So it actually is Owen Rogers from Bohemien. He started in lane 6, he was down to go to in lane 1. But Gary Mulligan has taken second now from Northeast Runners. He looks to have paced his first 300 metres pretty well. He's beginning to close in, and Harvey Lowe, who had that belter of a first 200 metres, will he pay for that? Looks like Gary Mulligan is closing him with every stride here. So it was a 29-second first 200, and that's a 33-34 second one, and that's allowed Gary Mulligan to close nicely in on him now. So he'll go down the back straight. Will Gary just push it on? Yep, that's what he's done. Probably the right thing to do. Don't change your stride. So just over 300 metres to go. Gary Mulligan from Harvey Lowe in second place. And then Owen Rogers from Bohemien in third. From John Healy. From Mark Woodger. And then Frank Cruz. So Gary Mulligan now will come up to get the bell. He goes through in 1:37. Gary Mulligan now down the back straight for the last time. He's got probably 30-40 metres lead over Harvey Lowe from Skerries. So into the home straight. He was 1:37 with 200 to go. He's giving it a good gallop up this home straight now. So Gary Mulligan from Northeast Runners. Pretty good last lap. He did it in 31 point in fairness to him in that last lap. So very good last 200 metres. Kept it pretty consistent, 2:08.85. Harvey Lowe after that flat out first 200 metres comes across in second in around 2:22. And then up into third place then is John Healy from Lucan Harriers. Followed home by Owen Rogers. Followed home then by Mark Widger, and then Frank Cruz just heads into his final lap. So around the final bend now for Frank Cruz from Drogheda District. So Frank now come into the home straight for the final time. So Frank Cruz comes across in to finish that men's first heat in the 800 metres, and now we have the second 800 metres. So one more 800 to go, this men's second heat in the 800, and then we have our 2,000 metres. And then we'll be back to the second series of the sprints.
That's Vincent McCormick on the inside from St. Lawrence O'Toole. And then Nina Olympics, Tony Fitzgerald. Andrew Gaffney then from Clonliffe Harriers. 2 Clonliffe lads in this one. And Sheridan being the other. Trim AC, Stas Zielinski. There's Rathoath's James Kelly has taken it on. From Selbridge's James Smith. And then Trim's Stas Zielinski after him, but another brisk first 200 metres. So they went through in 28 seconds. So James Kelly from James Smith from Stas Zielinski, and then we have Ryan Sheridan and Andrew Gaffney from Clonliffe Harriers. And James Kelly looked as though he was slowing it down a bit, then he's pushed it on again and just opened up that lead a little bit more over James Smith. So James Kelly only under 17, James Smith under 18. So he's gone through in 58 seconds. So it's James Kelly from Rathoath, James Smith from Selbridge, Stas Zielinski from Trim AC, and then we have Ryan Sheridan, Andrew Gaffney from Clonliffe Harriers. So we'll see, he's gonna, looks as though he'll be under the 130 here as he comes up to get the bell. So James Kelly from Rathoath, he's 128 point at the bell. Trim AC, Stas Zielinski, he's moved into second place from James Smith. And then Ryan Sheridan leads out his clubmate Andrew Gaffney in third and fourth through 700 in 143. So he's going to break 2 minutes unless something goes totally wrong in this last 100 metres. James Smith has moved back into second place from Stan Zielinski. So he moves wide. It's going to be actually very close here. James Kelly from Rathoath. Keep pushing, James. Oh my goodness, 2 minutes .10. That will hurt him. Yeah, you can see, slaps his head. Just shows you when the legs and the lactic kicks in, there is not much you can do about it. You can see the clock, but that doesn't allow you to move the legs any faster. So James Smith got up for second place. So we just go back to that women's 800 metres and Niamh Murray showing that she has the endurance for 8 as well as the speed for 4, taking that in 2:11.94. And second was Maria Ferguson from Lusk AC, and then Robin Carey in third, 2:32.38 and 2:36.89. Michelle Brannigan then from LSA in fourth with 2:48.94. And then we've our 2 Drogheda district athletes, Fiona Murphy and Andrea McCabe. And Caitlin Potmore. So I think that could be wrong. They'll have to change that because I have a feeling that Caitlin Podmore from Galway City Harriers was either second or third in that race. So they'll have to get that clarified and fixed up at the finish. So next up is the 2,000 metres. I can see my clubmate and former training partner. He's able to run. I'm not able to run anymore. Dara Green there, just kneeling down at the finish line. Louth senior cross country champion last Sunday. Chatting to Frank Greeley there. So we had some big name entries here, but we had John Travers down to run on this, but he's not running. But I see Gary Campbell in there as well. So we have 2 Dunleer AC athletes. Gary's pretending he's doing Movember, but he just thinks he looks cool with that moustache. So 2,000 metres. Not often we get to do a 2,000 metres indoor. So let's see what sort of pace they can go at. We'll try and look at the 1,500 metres as they go through. So Dara Green and Gary Campbell train together regularly. Dara coached by himself, Gary now coached by Steve Macklin.
And then in third place, that could be Dave Barrett from Ballymore Cove. So let's try and look at the splits as they go through here. So Dara Green and Gary Campbell probably going to work with each other here. So they've gone through in 32 point. And indeed, it is from Ballymore Cove AC. Dave Barrett in third place. Drogheda District's Matthew O'Shea, under 19 athlete, in fourth. Another thing his dad, Mark O'Shea, hasn't won on the Masters European and World Circuit. So Dara Green happy to take out the first 400 metres. Then Gary Campbell looks as though he's going to take on the next 400. And they've gone through in 65, so that's a 33. So keeping it consistent, Gary Campbell moves to the front. Dara Green in second. Dave Barrett in third place. Matthew O'Shea, Drogheda District 4. And then Dean Ryan from Newbridge, it looks like, in fifth. So Gary Campbell has just opened up a few metres on Dara there as they come up to 600 metres. So they go through 600 and around 138 point. So that one's still a 33. Gary 5 or 6 metres over Dara. You know, Dara has the stamina. He's run some very good road races. 10,000 last weekend, cross country in very wet conditions. But the shorter distance specialist, Gary Campbell, competed in the European Under-23 Championships a few years ago. Over 10,000 metres. And he's gone through in 2:12 through 800. So that was a 34. So he has 7 or 8 metres over Dara Green. Well, Dara, I would expect, will close that ever so slightly as the race goes on. Then it looks as though David Barrett will be joined very shortly by Matthew O'Shea. I'm just going to clarify, is that Paul Matthews or Dean Ryan? So it's through 1,000 metres in 2:46, another 34. So it is in fact Dean Ryan in fifth place, but Matthew O'Shea has just come up onto the shoulder of David Barrett. And that gap hasn't closed between Dara and Gary. It's still 5 or 6 metres. Gary leads them out. He just comes round past Patrick Malone from Newbridge, and he comes up now to 1,200 metres. Dara just slowly but surely begins to close that gap now. That was 22, so that was a 66. A 36-second lap, so the pace is definitely slowed there. It's allowed Dara to get back at Gary. And then Matthew O'Shea has moved into third place, so it's Dunleer, Drogheda District, and then Ballymore Cove's David Barrett, followed by Dean Ryan from Newbridge. And then Alana Marjara, it looks like, from Navan AC, our sole female competitor. So they'll come up with 3 laps to go now, and they are 3:57, so another, that's a 35. So we'll get the 1,500 metre split now as they go up past the 100 metre mark here. So as they come to 1,500 metres, they go through 1,500 in 4:15. And the two of them now side by side, so a bit of club pride here at stake. And now with 2 laps to go, Dara Green takes it on. And now Dara Green tries to push it on. That was a 36 last 200. Can Gary respond to Dara? It looks as though he has. So it looks as though Gary was struggling for a little bit, but he's got himself back onto the tail of Dara. So we should be in for a nice last 200 metres between the two of them. Can Gary close down on him, or is Dara Green? Dara looks a little bit more comfortable of the two. So that was a 34 last 200 metres. Now Dara begins to push away. Looks to be fuller running. He's been training extremely well. 100 metres to go. So it looks as though he could be looking to close in the 30 seconds or so here. Very, very impressive by Dara Green here. Gary Campbell just going through the motions to come home in second place. So he was 5:07. So he's finished with a 28-second last 200 metres to take that in 5:35. Gary Campbell comes through from Dunleer in second. And then a good run by Matthew O'Shea, came through very nicely in that last 400 or 500 metres. So it's a 1-2-3 for Louth. And then in fourth we have Dean Ryan from Newbridge. And David Barrett from Ballymore Cove comes through. As Alana Marjara from Navan heads out with a couple of laps to go. And then Keane Murray from Clonliffe Harriers comes through. From Ronan Moore from Trim AC. And then Philip McCartan from Mullingar Harriers. Paul Cowie from Crusaders. And then Alana Marjara, I think she'll come up to the bell this time, from Navan AC. Into the home straight then for the last time. It'll be Patrick Malone from Newbridge. Sorry, that was Paul Matthews from Newbridge. So 100 metres to go now for Alana Marjara from Navan AC, under 17 athlete. So it looks like she's going to be around 7:35. So Alana Marjara looks very comfortable. She comes through in 7:35. So very competitive 2,000 metres there. So next we go back to the Speed Merchants, the Series 2 for our senior women, 60 metres. So we have these next two series of 60s, 2 heats in the women's, 2 heats in the men's, and then we move to our final events, which will be the senior women and senior men's 400s. So as we go through these track and field live series, you'll see the standards get a lot faster as the athletes move more into the indoor season and try and have a lot of the athletes looking to get those world indoor standards for Glasgow later in the year. They'll be using these races as opportunities to do that.
So wait for the starters to get themselves ready for these 60 metres. We'll try and see who has turned up in each of these lanes now. So there we have the results of the B men's 800 metres, and James Kelly agonisingly close to breaking that 2 minutes for the first time, 2 minutes .07. James Smith then from Selbridge came through strongly in the last 200 metres to get up to second, 2:05:30 Stas Zielinski, and Trim AC third, 2:07:29. Natter chatter up at the start line between these ladies. Test gun went when you saw them all turn around. So away we go in this first of the two heats. For there, Roshigava. Let me just get up to take that one.
Caught the blocks in this race 2, series 2, women's 60 metres. Great start there from Ronnie Sullivan. Great runners. Ronnie's going to take this from Ronnie Sullivan, from Emily Lawler, and Isha Disu. Strong again, like she did in the first race as well. And the time in that race didn't show anything over there. All mixed up here. Frank Cruz in the drop position. 7. That's Joseph Klein, I can see there from Crusaders. Beside him is Jordan Harbour from Klein AC. Outside you can see Dylan Heffernan from Klein AC. So Frank Cruz is in band 7. That is John Holmes, John Connors there from Crusaders, 6.
Dalton from Virgin is supposed to be in lane 3 there from Cape Cool. I believe he's in shape yet to be able to do this level. So that's John Holmes from Crusaders leading the match. Harbour second and 2 minutes from Claynout. Third.
That's the first of 2. And the second equal remains on the ball for 1. Limerick's Rex Kazaki in 3. David Forkins Winford in 4. Cara Murphy Limerick in 5. Michael Farley in 6 from the Healy Shamrock. And Colin Harden, Palmer Howard in lane 8.
There we have the results of that men's 2,000 metres. The winner was Gara Green, 5:35.64, 28 second last 200 metres to blow away the field. Gary Campbell, Dunleer in second, 5:43.94. Matthew O'Shea from Drogheda District, 5:46.85. And then Dean Ryan from Newbridge was fourth from David Barrett, Ballymore Cove, Sonia O'Sullivan's club. And Keane Murray was the first Clonmel Harrier athlete home. Our second race, second series of men's 60 metres. Owen Koldrick from Bohemien is in lane 1. In lane 3, Rez Nayanazaki. Nakazi, sorry, from Limerick. 3. Corkin from Swinford is with 4. And 5, Dara Murphy from Limerick AC. And 6, Michael Farley from Shamrock. 7. Empty and in lane 8, Colin Harkin from Mulmahary. So Michael Farley was second in the first race, just over 7 seconds. Let's see what he can do in this one. Michael Farley is going to take this one. First inside of Dara Murphy from C in second. Hundreds now. Down to have 3 women's 400s and 4 men's 400s. Let's just see how many
So now we move to our 400s. So on the first 400 in lane 1 we've Niamh Carroll from Drogheda District. In lane 2 Robin Carey from Lusk. In lane 3 we have Christiana Salava from Selbridge. In 4 Alva Breen from Lucan Harriers. We have nobody in lane 5, and in lane 6 Andrew McCabe from Drogheda District. So our first of 3 women's 400 metres underway. So it looks like Christiana Salava from Selbridge, but Alva Breen has responded to her, trying to come up onto her shoulder, and then Lusk AC's Robin Carey on the inside. So come down into the home straight now, they'll break to the inside. So it looks like Robin just went in a slight bit early, but she's gone through with about a 15-metre lead over over Christiana Salava from Selbridge, and then Alva Breen from Lucan Harriers in 3rd, Niamh Carroll Drogheda District 4, and then Andrea McCabe Drogheda District 5. But she's kicked on again now. So it's Robin Carey who've come into the home straight from Lusk. Still plenty of running in those legs there. So Robin Carey from Lusk takes this one in 66.96 from Christiana Salava from Selbridge in 2nd, and then Niamh Carroll from Drogheda District up into 3rd, and then it's going to be a nice battle between Andrea McCabe just getting the better of Alva Breen. So there we have the results of that second race in the women's 60 metres, and it was Grania O'Sullivan from Bray Runners taking it in 8:08. Leila Colfer from St Lawrence O'Toole second in 8:23. Richard Disu just got up on the line. She was very late in that outside lane. She got up for 3rd in 8:29, and then Kiva Fitzsimons from Rathoth in 8:37. So our athletes in the second heat getting themselves ready, and it's Abby Doherty from Dundrum South Dublin on the inside in lane 1. Doesn't look as though we have anyone in lanes 2 or in lanes 3. Then out in lane 4 we have Ava Connors from Selbridge. In lane 5 Ava Byrne from Bray Runners, and out in lane 6 Zara Newman Smith from Selbridge. Okay, into the blocks now. Second of our 3 women's 400 metres. So there we go. So it looks like Bray Runners, Eva Byrne has gone out the fastest, and then right in the inside, Abby Doherty from Dundrum South Dublin. And now it's Abby Doherty beginning to take control of this. So it's Abby Doherty in lane 1 to close down all those staggers. So she'll come into the home straight with a big lead here. Abby Doherty from Dundrum South Dublin. And then we have Eva Byrne in second, and on the outside Zara Newman-Smith. So it's through 200 in bang on 30 seconds for Abby Doherty. And the others around 32 point. Still being led out by Eva Byrne, but they're very, very close to each other. But Abby Doherty is going to be a complete solo run here. She's probably 25-30 metres lead. Goes through 300 metres in 45 seconds. Can she break the 60 seconds? She has her PB down as 61.10. But we know this last 400 and a 400 can be an absolute killer. But Abby Doherty is not holding back. She's given it everything she has. Abby Doherty takes that in 1:02.43. And then in second place, Zara Newman-Smith from Selbridge. And then Eva Byrne just getting the better of Eva Connors. So there we have the results of the second race in the men's 60 metres, and Michael Farrelly close to breaking that 7 seconds, 7:02. So he was a good winner there from Dara Murphy, fast finishing in second in 7:18, and then Rex Naima Kazi from Limerick in third in 7:23. Same time as David Forkin from Swinford, so nothing between them, down to the thousandths of a second. Colin Harkin from Omagh Harriers in fifth in 7:67, and then Owen Coldrick from Bohemine in sixth with 7:91. So now we move to our final women's 400 metres. That's Claire Rigney from Lucan Harriers, you can see setting up our blocks. She will go in lane 4. So we should have a good competitive race here. A lot of the athletes in the 57-58 PB range. As we said, it's very early in the season, so we should hopefully see some of them break 60 seconds all the same. So Joe Walsh calls them back to stand behind their blocks. So the athletes make their way back. So in lane 2 we have Aisling Cunningham from Dundrum South Dublin. In lane 3 Laura Kelly from Rathoath. In lane 4 Claire Rigney from Lucan Harriers. Then Grania Moran from the Docks and Jards out in lane 5. And then in lane 6 Cara Kelly from DMPAC. So it'll be interesting to see now who takes the early lead in this one. Grania Moran has gone off fast out in lane 5. So has Laura Kelly from Rathoath. So it's Laura Kelly probably from Rathoath with the lead. And then right on the outside, Cara Kelly has had a good top bend there, but it's going to be Laura Kelly with the lead from Cara Kelly from DMP. Then Grania Moran from Dundalk St Jards. Then Claire Rigney. So 28 point. So they've gone off at a pretty good first 200 metres. Aisling Cunningham from Dundrum South Dublin then just in 5th, but it's still Cara Kelly now has taken it on from Laura Kelly. So she was 43 bang on, so she's going to break 60 if she can just keep this going. So Cara Kelly from DMP into the home straight. Laura Kelly from Rathoath in 2nd. In 3rd, Grania Moran from Dundalk St Jards. So she comes across the line 58.61, and then Grania Moore. I don't think she got up to take Laura Kelly there, but a good fast finish from her.
Final 400 metres of the evening. Cara Kelly, Laura Kelly, 1-2, 58.61.
So 58.61 the winning time there for Cara Kelly. Moved very nicely in that last 100 metres to move away from the field. Take that pretty convincingly. So we have 4 men's 400 metres by the looks of it, to finish off our first NIA track and field live here at the NIA in the National Sports Campus. In lane 3, well, that's where you can see Wayne Brown there from Shercock getting himself ready, and then outside him is Carl Carton from Drogheda District. So Wayne Brown will go in lane 5. So athletes called to that block. So Kyle Farhardy in 3, and then in 5 we have Wayne Brown, and in 6 Carl Carton. So Wayne Brown just been closed down now by Kyle Farhardy from Mullingar Harriers. So Kyle Farhardy is taking it on. Wayne Brown's tried to respond to that, but it's going to be Kyle Farhardy with a decent lead. So he'll break in here now. So Kyle Farhardy from Wayne Brown, and then on the outside Carl Carton from Drogheda District. 26 point through the first 200 metres. The lead is 6 or 7 metres over Wayne Brown. So there's been no inroads in that with 100 metres to go. So Kyle Farhardy from Mullingar Harriers, Wayne Brown from Shercock, and then Carl Carton from Drogheda District. So he went off strong and he's finished strong. Kyle Farhardy from Mullingar Harriers takes that in 54.55 from Wayne Brown, Shercock, and then we have Carl Carton from Drogheda District. So we had just over 300 athletes tonight, 500 people competing. So a really busy opening night of the Track and Field Live. So a good start. We probably are 20-25 minutes behind schedule, but a lot of athletes, a lot of races. So that's Ruben McCarthy, you see, checking out his blocks from St. Lawrence O'Toole. He's in lane 5. Jerry O'Connor outside him in lane 6 from Drogheda District. And then in lane 3, we have David Stewart from Derry Track, and Frank Cruz from Drogheda District is in lane 4. So our second of 4 races underway. So this seems to be all about Ruben McCarthy, the under-18 athlete. He has gone off really, really fast here. So it'll be interesting to see what his first 200-metre split's going to be here. So Ruben McCarthy from St. Lawrence O'Toole breaks in from lane 5, comes up, gets the bell at 25 high. And then Derry Track Club's David Stewart from Jerry O'Connor, and then Frank Cruz. So it's a big lead for Ruben McCarthy. You can see he's beginning to get a bit of a shorter stride here. Arms are a little bit stiffer, but it's been a good solo run from him. He's going to be around 55 seconds, and he's 55.86. And then David Stewart taking second, just holding off Jerry O'Connor from Drogheda District. And then Frank Cruz from Drogheda District going home for 4th. Two more races to go. Athletes getting themselves ready. In lane 2 we're going to have Ross Moore from Lusk AC. In lane 3 Colin Harkin from Oma AC. Lane 4 Adam Russell from Ace AC. Then Caskar Slim Sloney from Newry AC is in 5. So there we have Adam Russell getting himself ready, the under-19 athlete from ASAC. So our second last event of the evening. So not too much in the staggers here. Probably Adam Russell. Then on the inside, Ross Moore from Lusk. Well, this will be pretty close now when they come round and break into the stagger, but it will be Ross Moore from Lusk. So he leads out. Colin Harkin from Omagh Harriers tucked in behind him. Then is Adam Russell, and then Cascar Slimsloney from Newry AC. So is Colin Harkin going to have a go down that back straight at Ross Moore? Looks as though he is. Ross Moore still holds the inside, but Ross Moore has had to give away there to Colin Harkin, and Colin Harkin now into the home straight begins to move away. ASS sees Adam Russell in fourth, but Casper Slimsloney finishing very strongly in second place there. That was a brilliant last 100 metres for him. So time there 54.04. So there we have on screen, really good actually, top women's 400 metres. Cara Kelly from DMP, very strong in that last 100, 150 to take it in 58.60. Laura Kelly from Ratho just held off Grania Moran from the Dogs and Jards with 61 seconds flat as opposed to 61.09 for Grania Moran. Aisling Cunningham then from Dundrum South Dublin in fourth, just holding off Claire Rigney from Lucan Harriers. So we're about to get away with our final race of the evening. So we started at 6, we'll be done by 10. So Jack Kelly in 2, Shane Mulligan, Shercock in 3, Leo O'Brien, Selbridge 4, Joe Duty from Cabinteely in 5, and Owen McMurrish from Dundrum South Dublin in 6. So Joe Duty from Cabinteely, the only athlete under 50 seconds, 48.4. Joe, part of that 4x4 relay team that made the final of the European under 20 championships in Jerusalem earlier this year. So he will have the lead. Shane Mulligan then from Shercock will be second. So Joe Duty goes through 22 point. He's gone off fast. Training's obviously going well. So Joe Duty down that back straight. Can he keep that long lungy stride going? He looks pretty comfortable at the moment. Just over 100 metres to go. He goes through in 35 exactly. So he's going to finish under 50 it looks like, but how far under 50 can he go? This is a very impressive season opener for Joe Duty here from Cabinteely AC. So Joe Duty, whoa, very nice, 48.99. What a season opener that is. Shane Mulligan from Shercock comes home. They were chasing him down, but he held on for second place there. But that is a very impressive 48.99 by Joe Duty, and that bodes well for his own indoor season. So that ends our Track and Field Live first event of the 6 events we'll have throughout the November, December, January and February. So thanks for listening in to our dulcet tones. Thanks to the East Down YouTube guys for their debut here at the Track and Field Live. We'll see them again on a number of occasions. And well done to everybody who
participated and volunteered this evening. Have a great evening. Thank you.